Welcome to my last studio vlog. My husband and I sold our house and we're moving, which means I have to say goodbye to this wonderful studio. I don't know when, if ever, I will have a workspace like this again, but I am so grateful for the past 2 years that I have gotten to spend here because it has been amazing. But I suppose a new era of life is upon me. But until then, please enjoy my last studio vlog. Task number 1. It is very possible that every single one of my vlogs has me packaging pins, but it is one of the more satisfying tasks that I have. So that's what we're starting with. These are my Luna Moth and Highland Cow pins, and they get some specially designed packaging that I made. It's in kind of a matchbox form, and it's really cool. It comes with a free magnet. But it is a lot more work, so I want to knock these out. I'm just trying to do these until I have no more of these boxes left. This is a limited edition type packaging. That's pretty much the goal of this whole week, is to use up a lot of the things that I have laying around because my shop is closing June 13th and I don't want to put all these materials and products in storage. But yeah, about that, a lot of people have been asking why I am closing my shop, and what triggered the decision really was just the move. Because not having the studio anymore, I won't be able to do a lot of the things that I have been doing for my shop. But also, just looking back through my vlogs, you can probably see that I have talked a lot about trying to juggle everything that I am doing, and the shop just kind of takes the most time. And what I mean by that isn't just doing the products like this, it's actually doing the marketing side. I have not been able to find a lot of time to market my business because I also really love making YouTube videos and just making art in general. And I'll talk more about the decision in future videos as well. I'm purposely being a little bit vague because I am not ready to announce my full plans yet. But basically, this is just a bittersweet decision because as much as I love my business, I think that I am making the right decision and I'm excited about where my future is going. Alrighty, now that those Luna Moth and Highland Cow pins are all packaged up, I'm going to pack a few orders. Starting with my 2 Etsy orders for some single stickers. It's these Make More Art stickers. These are one of my best sellers. And the way that I do these Etsy orders that are just stickers, they go in a little envelope, so it's nice and cheap shipping for the customer. Now for my other orders. The first one required a shirt, which means that I have to leave my studio to go to my dungeon where I have boxes of shirts everywhere. They got a Tools of the Trade shirt in periwinkle, so I'm just going to take that back to my studio. And then here are all the different boxes of the different shirts and sweatshirts that I have going on right now. I have 6 boxes, and this is another thing I've been debating with my business because I love designing these shirts, but they take up a lot of room. I only have like 2 or 3 of each size in my like 5 designs, I think it is, and it takes up this much room. Along with the shirt, this order also got some stickers and a Explore, Create, Repeat pin. So I'm going to package those up, and then I am going to get distracted and start on my other order that I have, which is a Luna Moth print. And of course they're going to get a free Luna Moth sticker to go with it. All of my prints are packaged in an archival safe clear bag with a matte board to keep it nice and sturdy. And then I usually also wrap them in this 100% recycled tissue paper just to add a little bit extra cushion, especially if it's just going into a flat mailer like this one was. And now I'm going back to the order that had the shirt pin and stickers, and I'm folding up the shirt so it'll help protect and cushion all the other items. Then I put it in one of these Eco Clear bags from Eco Enclosed, which is a great packaging company if you're looking for packaging. And I do this just in case the mailer accidentally gets a rip in it or something, and then there's rain and I want to protect all the items inside of it. But also, along with the shirt, stickers, and pins, this order got a dragon tote bag. So I'm going to fold that up and put it in its own little clear bag, and then both of those are going to go into this poly mailer where I can then weigh it, put in the information on my website, and create the shipping label. Then my final step is to rush to the post office because I'm usually running late. I feel like I put my packages in like 10 minutes before the last pickup like every single time. Okay. We don't get many perfect weather days here in Tennessee, so I'm actually going to go out for a walk and just ignore all the work that I should be doing and all the preparation for moving I should be doing and go do a walk. The thing about Tennessee is that in the summer, it's very green and stuff, which is nice, but that also means that the humidity and the heat is crazy, which is one of the reasons why I don't enjoy living here this much, but I'm gonna miss how green it is. Like, this is a rare occurrence. 73, perfect weather right now. You want it, what?
That guy had to run through that giant puddle.
Oh no. Oh no. So there actually is another path if we go that way. We can go all the way around this. It's just kind of a pain and it will be in the sun, but at least it avoids the water. Giant stage for bluegrass tomorrow. We're in the middle of tornado season right now, so there's a bunch of water from a recent storm. Those just kind of drop. That is scary. I'm back home now. I just finished having some dinner, but I do want to get one more thing done for the night, and that is packaging up all of my pins in case I happen to get an order.
Trouble, you best beware. And go it down, I know I might be headed for teardrops. Now that you got me started, I just can't stop. No, no. Cause I love you, baby. I can't let you go, baby. I gotta tell you that I've been looking for love so true. When I was down and out, along came you. I just can't quit you now, cause I love you, yeah, cause I love you.
That is it for today. I think tomorrow I'll try and get an earlier start. Well, I got a late start to the day. I sat down to do a 30-minute project, knocked that out, and it has now been 2 hours. 2 hours of working on a banner for my website. So I designed this and I put it onto my website, and as much as I love this template, it's kind of hard to work with because if you move this around, it changes. And I don't have a lot of options for changing this little box here either. And then if we look at the mobile version, you can see everything is cut off. At this point, as awful as that looks, I kind of just want to leave it there for now. Maybe I'll update it later, but today it is fine. I also decided this morning that I was just going to go ahead and use up all of the little boxes that I have to put my pins in and make a whole bunch of those, which is going to add like at least an hour, if not 2 hours, maybe 3 hours of work onto my day. So that is 2, 4, 6, 18, 20, 40 more pins to pack up. So the thing that's annoying about these is literally this part because I have to cut them individually. And that takes a long time. This is limited edition. If you want one, go get one now. I think I have all of these cut out now. I might have to print like one extra later, but that's all I'm gonna do for these for today, at least. I'm having one of those moments where I wish that I had more training or professional classes in art because I don't know why, even just doing this makes me a little nervous because I'm not completely sure that I'm doing everything right, but I'm doing my best to at least follow the instructions on this bottle, so there's that. My next task is to list my old camera for sale. here she is. Still a great camera, just has this little flap here that's a little messed up and a few scratches on the very nice lens. Got an extra battery. Hoping to make $500 from it, maybe. I actually checked on eBay to see how much these were selling for, and I was able to sell this for $750, so that's a nice little win for me, I guess. The studio manager approved, at least. I also have a whole lot of magnetic bookmarks to make. This is just full of these that I need to cut out on my Cricut. I think I'm gonna attempt to do this many today, which is already a whole lot, but I have so many, I just need to get them done. So wish me luck. I've got a nice little system worked out now, so I take that one off, put this one in. And while the Cricut handles that, I can just take the bookmarks off of this other mat. I can put a fresh sheet down, laminate it, make sure it's on there nice and good, and then it'll be ready as soon as the other Cricut mat is done. Another thing I want to work on today is anything that requires using this machine. I want to get it out of the way, either today or tomorrow. I'm going to start with my leatherette bookmark, so here you can see me gathering all of my leatherette that I have. Obviously I stocked up on this before I decided to close my shop, so I have quite a few of these that I want to try and get made and used so that hopefully they're not just sitting in a drawer in a storage unit. And I'm going to start with the olive green because I have done that before and I like the way it looks and I have all the settings right for it. I did one just to double check that everything was good, and seeing as it was still just as perfect as the last time I used this machine, I am going to make a whole sheet of these. I absolutely love having leatherette bookmarks and making those. I think it's such a cool and unique thing that I do, but it makes my machine very, very dirty. This is a filter back there that at one time was white. The next task I worked on was taking all of my stickers out of this photo container that I used to carry them from markets and back, and I am putting them back into their little drawers and going to make an exact inventory of all the ones that are already made because I don't plan to make any more stickers before I close my shop. Usually I work as kind of a made-to-order type production, but now I will only be selling what is in stock and already made. Once I finished that, I headed to my closet so that I could find the things that I don't use as often, like a whole bunch of extra packaging that I have right now. And I'm going ahead and taking that over to my storage unit to clear out a little bit because, like I said, sold the house and I am moving very soon. Pretty much everything in my office will have to go into the storage unit. This is my own little shelf where all my business stuff is going. I threw all those boxes on there that I brought from home, and I'm making sure everything is labeled so I can easily find it when I need it. Now at this point, I'm sure you're asking why I'm putting everything in storage instead of getting rid of it or whatever else. That is because I am not sure how permanent closing my shop will be at this time. My plans are a little bit up in the air, but I am hoping to open one more time this winter to try and clear out some more of this stock that I am putting in the storage unit right now. I'll have more details and y'all will understand a little more of what I'm doing soon, I promise. So I just finished cleaning my laser and now I'm gonna put in this new filter back here. So I should be able to get back to making a few more things today with this. So the machine is able to engrave and cut out a 12 by 12 sheet of these in about an hour, which is pretty good. And all I'm focused on right now is getting that done so that I can put the M1 Ultra into storage. My husband and I are going straight from this house to a 1 month long rental, and I'll be able to put the finishing touches like the tassel on these once I get there. I'm also still working on packaging up some of these pins, but really right now all I'm doing is prepping all of these because again, once I'm at the rental, I can finish them up. My shop is staying open for 2 weeks after moving out of here, which is kind of a hassle because a lot of my stuff will be in storage. I won't have my studio, but I think it'll be worth it because I really did not have time to tell people that I was closing my shop, and I just really want to try and clear out some of the stock that I have and let people have the chance to get the products that they like. Speaking of which, I just added one of my magnetic bookmark designs to my website, better late than never. And then I was doing some research about HS tariff codes and realized that I had a few that were wrong. So now I am just going in and fixing all of my listings. I also have a page in my Notion called Business Notes where I keep all kinds of random notes. And so that is exactly where I'm going to put down these HS codes that I think I now have right, hopefully. Remember how yesterday I said I decided to pack up more pins because it was the last of the boxes and I wanted to go ahead and just get them done. Well, guess who found an entire another box of boxes for the pins. There's probably like another 50 in here, but I am not doing another 50 pins.
Come tend the garden with me. We have so many seeds to sow. When the harvest comes in, it will be time to share what we have grown.
So the people that bought our house actually requested that they could have the painting that was on my easel here. So it's a print. I let them know it was a reproduction, but I'm gonna pack it up for them now. I just thought that was so sweet.
West Side Story don't feel pretty anymore.
So far, the thing that seems to be the hardest for me to deal with about this move is all of the unfinished projects that I have and all the plans that I kind of made. Like this piece of wood right here, I cut out so that I could paint a Luna moth on it. And I now probably will not be doing that. Although if I'm being honest, that one I probably never would have finished because I wasn't liking the way it was going. But also right here in the corner of my closet, I have a whole box of all these canvases and stuff. And I have some other plywood that I was planning to cut out into shapes. And just all kinds of stuff spread out across the studio that I probably will not get to do now, or for a while. But that's also one of the reasons why I'm excited about this change and this move, because I want to go back to making more art, and I haven't really been able to focus on those things because I'm too busy juggling my small business, which I'm not really gonna have anymore for a little while at least. So I'll have time for art. Currently cleaning out a drawer here because I figured I'm gonna need somewhere to put my extra products that don't sell before everything needs to go into storage. So I'm gonna try and put some organizers in this drawer, and I should be able to put things that don't fit in my sticker drawer in here, like my leatherette bookmarks, maybe my magnetic bookmarks, my pins, stuff like that. Starting to put all of my pins into this drawer. I kind of wish I had just done this from the beginning. I feel like this is a great way to organize these.
Everything was groovy, but I'm noticing lately we've been half-hearted.
After that, it was time to pull out my blank tote bags so that I could get those all heat pressed with my designs. These actually sat for 2 months in customs before they actually made it to me, and it's only 75 of the 150 bags that I ordered. So I have a feeling that a lot of these are going to end up in storage for a little while, since I lost out on 2 months of being able to sell them, but that's just kind of the business life. Another aspect of the business life that's really hitting me right now is the fact that you usually buy stuff in bulk. So I have a ton of these transfers because the more I bought, the cheaper they were, and at the time it just made sense because I was planning to make a ton of tote bags. But now I have a lot of transfers left over, but I do think with these it at least comes out to about the same price in the end, hopefully. Anyway, these are screen print heat transfers from 613 Originals. I like them a lot better than DTF transfers. They seem like they do better with my heat press and last longer. All I do is pre-press the bag for 7 seconds at 375 to get rid of some of the moisture, and then I can lay the transfer down and press it for 7 seconds and do a hot peel, which just means immediately removing the transfer paper from the top. One thing I kept hearing from people about tote bags is that they like the ones that have bottoms in them. So when I ordered my standard flat tote bags, I went ahead and ordered some gusseted versions as well. However, when I went to heat press them, I quickly realized that there was a little bit of an issue. When you heat press something, you need an even amount of pressure around the whole item, which is why I always leave the zipper and straps out when I do the heat press. But these gusseted bags have that part that's folded up under there, and there's no way to leave that and the straps outside of the bag. So I was not able to have an even amount of pressure across the whole bag, and the transfer was coming up in the bottom of the bag where that folded gusset was. Yeah, so problem solving is another aspect of running a small business. So after a bit of brainstorming, I realized I had this thin piece of plywood that I could slide into the bag so that it created an even amount of pressure on the press. I love designing and having my tote bags, but they are a little bit of a pain to make. They're probably one of the things that will not be returning to my shop even if I open it back up. So most likely you are looking at the last of them here. This is going to be the last day of my vlog because I am running out of time to get everything done before I move out. I have 3 videos that I want to shoot this week. There's already a few things that I'm having to push to doing once I move into my temporary Airbnb next week, like that painting that I really wanted to do and the pins that I've half started because yeah, just running out of time. Anyway, I filmed an Instagram reel this morning and edited it, and now I am getting to posting it. And the next thing I'm doing is planning out some more of the YouTube video that I will be shooting this afternoon. I'm finishing up the details in my Notion template for this video, and I think I'll be posting this next. I'm also planning to release this Notion template soon, so keep an eye out for that. And then straight from that, I'm going into filming. This is the little setup I had for this particular shot about sticker papers. And all in all, I think this video took like at least 5 hours to film this day. So after those 5 hours, I packaged up my old Mun bin because I sold it on Facebook Marketplace. Unfortunately, all I had was this giant box to ship it, so that's what's going. Thanks to that video I posted this morning, I've gotten about 15 more orders today. So I think it's only fitting to end my last studio vlog with some order packing.
I just wanna go out and walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out and walk with you. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine, sailing over pavement with our two elbows. I like to see the shape you're in from time to time. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine. I just wanna see the same things you can see, understand the meaning on a new degree. Maybe that could happen when you're next to me. I just wanna see the same things you can see.